Greetings, LoreSeekers, and welcome to another episode of the Lost Archives. Today's topic will be the first entry in the Galactic Zoology, the Mythosaur, a creature that was the dominant animal on the planet of Mandalore, until the Tongs, the original race of the Mandalorian people, came to the planet. But what was the reason this creature was so dangerous, other than looking like a cross between a giant raptor and perhaps even with some Triceratops DNA in there? It was that it was enormously strong and formidable and fast for its size, with it being equated to be the size of a small city. This would mean that this creature would have massive amounts of strength, durability and power in order to be able to get around and hunt the various other lives it used for sustenance. From the image as well, we can see that it has very sharp claws, teeth, and also the horns that point towards its jaw, as well as a tail. This does mean that it has quite the arsenal at its disposal for dealing with any would-be targets that would come and attempt to attack it. However, it doesn't matter how big you are, if you've got several sneaky Mandalorians who are willing to claim your planet as their own, eventually they're going to hunt you to extinction. Now, the Mythosaur was seen by the Mandalorians as the perfect challenge to their warrior culture, and so to honour the Mythosaur they took the symbol of its skull as their sigil for all future generations. This is the sigil that is embossed on the side of Boba Fett's armour that you see in the movies. Another common practice as well was to make weapons out of the bones of Mythosaurs, where the Mythosaur axe has come into play. A lot of people would consider this axe to be a ceremonial weapon, though the Neo-Crusaders and Crusaders would use these weapons quite heavily in their conquests, as well as the helmet of Mandalore being crafted out of Mythosaur bone. That was to essentially become Mandalore's helmet and would be the seat of the office, passing through various generations until it was eventually lost or destroyed. Personally, I'm of the opinion that the helmet was lost after Canada's Ordo had been slain, and it is possible that another Mandalore will one day rise to claim it, though it didn't happen in the lifetime of any of the Future Legends books that go past episode 6. But the Mythosaur would live on in legend as a key cornerstone of the Mandalorian warrior culture. In fact, many Mandalorians would gain tattoos of the creature and various other markings. One thing to note is that the creature was a four-legged animal that had very, very powerful legs. This is obvious due to the amount of weight that had been generated from its size. And there was a slight difference between the dimorphism between the males and the females of the species were with slight notable differences in their skulls. Though to anyone not versed in these differences it'd be extremely hard to tell, especially seeing as these creatures are now extinct. Any future biologist would have to read ancient records of this and study in order to find this, as there would be currently no living specimens. So, in a frightening possibility, I suppose you could use what remains of their skeletons to eventually clone a Mythosaur. Let's not put that idea to the cloners of Camino or one of the various other cloning organisations around the galaxy. Otherwise you might start getting new war mounts. Anyway guys, this has been a short video on the Mythosaur. Let me know what you think down in the comments. As always, my sources will be listed in the description. If you like what you heard, please consider sharing this around and maybe leaving a like, as changes to YouTube are coming, so we'll see how this goes. And as always, have a good day, and may the lore keepers ever be in your favour.